What is up, my friends? So today, that was a lousy clap. There we go. Today we are checking out the brand new guitar amp sync plugin from Joey Sturgis Tones called Toneforge Jeff Loomis. And the clip you just heard utilized only that plugin for the guitar tones. And it's from my latest cover called Chippin In from the game Cyberpunk 2077. Featuring the man himself laying down a friggin' guitar solo for the track. So if you haven't checked that one out already, then what the hell are you doing here? Go click somewhere and go check it out, you know? I'll wait. So before I show you all the features of the plugin and how I did it on the song and such, let me just show you how the default tone is, you know, what you get when you load up the plugin the first time. Because first impressions are important. That, my friends, is a sick, heavy and thick metal tone. This is exactly what I like. Now, with that out of the way, let's go check out the signal path. So at the beginning here we have a compressor and an overdrive. The compressor is not something I typically use that much on my guitar tones, but this compressor sounded really awesome because it's just two knobs, you know, output and sensitivity. So why not try it out? It gives it a little bit more of a thicker and more intense vibe. I really like that, and you know, it doesn't do too much. It doesn't sound, you know, destroyed after you compress, so that is a good thing. And then we have the overdrive. You know, overdrive usually is used to just tighten up the rhythm tone. So you know, the drive is set to 0, the balance to 100, and I have the tone at around 75. So it does exactly what an overdrive, you know, in my opinion, should do for metal tones. It really gives it a tighter feel. You can, of course, also increase the drive. I usually tend to do that sometimes. So let's just check out how it saturates the sound. It's actually quite smooth. I really like it. So, you know, it wouldn't hurt to put like a little drive on there. For now, let's just keep it at 0. My only real criticism here is that it's kind of weird to have the pedals and not being able to adjust them immediately. I have to click it first and then go back to do it. This is so minor. It's just an interface thing. But, you know, it would be nice to just be able to edit it without having to click again and click again. For the amps, we have 3 different amps. You have the clean amp, rhythm, and lead. So let us just start with the clean amp. I haven't recorded anything clean for this song, so I just pulled in some tracks I have from a previous cover to check it out. So let me just show you how it sounds with the clean preset that I made. Ah, that reverb, man. So that's the clean channel. I think it sounds really, really great, man. It has this, I wouldn't say 80s, but I don't know if that's correct, but it has this type of clean sound that doesn't sound ultra modern or ultra polished in a way. Now let's jump to the rhythm. It has the same simple setup on the knobs, but it has a tube selector at the end, so we can choose between the 6L6 tube or the EL34. Now this kind of stuff I love. I just love to play around with how an amp saturates. So for my rhythm tone on this one, I actually used this tube selector to my advantage. So I have 4 tracks, a hard pan to left and right. Each side I have 2 amps doing 2 different presets. So one uses the EL34 tube and one uses the 6L6. So as you can hear, it didn't make like such a drastic difference, but I really like to just kind of make the sounds complement each other, and you can kind of craft more a unique sound. Now for the lead channel, I mean, what better way to show the plugin than to just solo Jeff's amazing guitar shredding on this one. It has the same kind of settings as before, but this one has the shred button. I saw this interview with Jeff talking about his new signature Jackson guitar.
I really like heavy pick attack, and those accentuate that.
I'll just show you. When you turn this shred knob, you will kind of feel a little bit of Jeff's presence. That is so cool. I really like that because it seems like they took their time to actually inject a lot of him into the guitar amps. And I think the lead channel sounds amazing. It sounds a lot more crispy and a little bit more aggressive in the high end. Take the rhythm track and switch between to the lead just to see how it sounds. I mean, so as you can hear, you can definitely use the lead channel for rhythms as well, because that shred button shreds. Okay, let's jump to the next stage of the signal path. So we have the cab selected. So as you can see, you have the option between single and dual amp, which is cool to craft your own sound. And you have the option between the JST matched cab, which is, you can't really choose a microphone or anything. So I assume this is kind of their interpretation of the amp and how they think it should sound. I'm pretty sure this is the same one, but here you can actually choose your microphones. Maybe it's a different one, but yeah. So we can choose between a condenser, 421, 57 on axis, and a 57 off axis. Very classic stuff, and it still sounds great, and I really like having these options. Again, very simple. We don't need to mess around with too much stuff. You can just click and try out what you like. And thirdly, second I can't count. Thirdly, we have something really cool. They have partnered up with Bogren Digital and included some of his personal impulse responses. Let's just check them out, see how they react to my preset on this. That was pretty badass. So with the dual ones, it's also, the same for each side, but you have the blend button in the middle. Next thing, we have the reverb and the delay pedal. Let's start with the reverb, because this one is actually quite impressive, because it has so many different to choose from. They got cloud, chorale, shimmer, room plate, spring, and blood. So let us just start on the cloud setting, have the mix set pretty high, and just work our way up and see how each of them sound. So I really love the reverb on this plugin because it has so many options and so many of them sound amazing. The cloud one is so good. So that's the reverb, and I must say I'm really impressed. That is some good shit, man. Now, secondly, we have the Echo Man, which is a delay pedal that every guitar player needs. What I really like about this delay pedal is the tone knob, because this allows you to cut away a lot of the high end or filter away the high end, so you can kind of make it sound a little deeper. And this is something I always do when I add delay, unless I want to add it as an effect. So let's see how the width button works. So next up we have the Equalizer. Now this is something I normally don't use that much inside the plugin. I like to do it outside with my own EQs, but the one they have here sound really great, and again, simple interface and a good selection of frequencies so you don't feel like you're limited. Okay, so lastly we have something that is so amazing and so simple, but it should be in every guitar plugin from now on. This, my friends, is a multi-band compressor. So this you use to kind of tame the low frequencies when you're playing palm mutes and stuff like that, so it doesn't pop out. So as you can hear, it kind of wobbles a little bit, and you kind of want to even it out a little bit more. So for me, this is just Mwah. This is amazing. Thank you, Joey Sturgis Tones. All right, guys, so that's the Toneforge Jeff Loomis. Now, I must say, I'm pretty damn impressed with how much cool stuff they put into this plugin. I mean, not only does it sound heavy and thick and has a lot of Jeff's style injected into the plugin, but I really love the curated selection of pedals and options you have to shape and craft your tone. Because, you know, when it's too much, it's easy to get lost in the numbers, and when it's too little, it gets boring. But this one finds like a very nice middle ground, so you can easily boot it up and craft your epic tone like that. So I highly recommend you guys check this plugin out. And if you're a fan of Jeff Loomis, then, well, even better. You will get some of his signature sound injected into your play. So I totally forgot to mention this in the video, but if you're interested in getting your hands on the presets that both me and Jeff used for the metal cover and for this demo, then you can download them in the description below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. If you did, consider leaving a like on the video below, maybe even subscribe to be notified when I release more content like this, or of course my metal covers. So until the next video, guys, I will see you later. Take care.